Okay guys, 2016 Toyota Corolla. We got spark plug original from the Toyota customer when I got original spark plugs, and we're gonna change them. So let's start this job immediately. We're gonna go underneath the hood. Okay, to start this job, we're gonna remove this little guy right over here. So we're just gonna lift this up. It has grommets that's holding this down. These 4 grommets right here, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna put this to the side. Right underneath here we have our ignition coil. So first of all, I just want to tell everyone, do not break any of these connectors. Kind of push them forward, squeeze, and then they come out, okay? And if you need to use a needle nose or a pick to lift them up, sometimes they will get kind of brittle. If they break, then just put like a tap of a silicone, and that should help you guys out. So here's a connector that doesn't want to come out. So usually what I do is I kind of go underneath, right from back over here, and I stick that right there, and then the whole connector should just kind of come out of there. Oh, it's still stuck. So we're gonna go a little bit up above, and when they're brittle they will break, so just kind of take it easy. I wish I could use both of my hands. Oh, come on. There you go. There you go. Here's another one over here. And this comes off. Now we got 1, 2, 3, and one back over here, 10mm bolts. That's all. That's one. That's one for this. One thing I want to tell you guys is once these bolts are off, do not place them up over here, because if they fall, they will fall straight into the engine block. Try to keep it somewhere far. I usually throw them on the floor, and then after that we're just gonna, each ignition coil has to come out and then lift right up. Coils, you can put them up over here and it's fine. So if you see any oil on these ignition coils, that means you need to replace your valve cover gasket with the grommets. Okay, these grommets is a seal that's around over here, inside here. They will leak over time. So it's time for us to get some tools and get these plugs out of there. So next step is, we got 14mm here. This is a special socket, so, and you need a pretty, almost like a foot long extension there. I am gonna turn all these. You see how this is bothering me, but you have just enough space. If I don't have my ratchet on, I have just enough space. If I don't have my ratchet, if you need to do that, do that. I'm gonna go to the next one. And this is like a swivel extension here. I'm able to kind of move this around, so that works pretty well for me. And once I push down on it, it's no longer a swivel. So that's loose. Let's go to the next one. So this car has a good 70,000-80,000 miles on it. Let's go on to the next one. I do sometimes use power tools, but I try not to when I'm doing spark plugs. So they're all loose. And what we're gonna do is, we're gonna just turn them by hand now and get every single thread. There you go, that should be loose. We're gonna go to the next one. It should be a pretty simple job, okay? That should be done and loose. that should be done and loose. So again, this is a 14mm snap-on socket with almost a little bit more than a half a foot long extension. Okay, so all the plugs should be loose. So if you don't have a magnet, you could take your ignition coil, stick it in there, and it should pull out the plug for you. But let's see if they're loose. This should come out. So all of them might not be loose. So this one is, look how bad that is. Okay, do not throw away the plugs yet till we're ready. Okay, all 3 plugs are out. We got 1 left, but I need to loosen this one up a little bit more probably. And then what's going on? Why this guy don't want to come out? There you go. So that's 4 plugs out, and they kind of smell. So new plugs, if you're buying aftermarket plugs, make sure your length is the same. Make sure the gap is good. You can compare it with the old one. And when you're putting these plugs in, slowly take your finger, guide it with your finger all the way down. Don't just throw it, okay? Because then the gap will change if you just throw it. So again, take a look and slowly put it in there. Here's another one. The gap is good. You can measure it, but usually they're like pre-gapped. And this one looks pretty good. And there you go. Next step, we're gonna catch every single thread by hand. Do not put tools on this, okay? Any power tools yet. So I'm gonna just turn till I feel that I can no longer turn by hand. Okay. Turn. There you go. Next, turn. Okay, that's all the way in. And the last one. And then we're gonna torque these, okay? I'm gonna get a torque spec, and I will tell you the torque specs, and we'll go get a wrench. There you go, that one's tight. So we'll leave my tool in there and we'll come back with our torque wrench. Okay, we got our torque wrench over here to 15 foot-pound. That's the torque spec on these. Usually I would use a smaller torque wrench, but this is what I have for now. There you go. That's 15 foot-pound right there. And we're down to the next one. Waiting for the click, okay? There you go. Simple. When it clicks, you want to stop, because you don't want to keep it going. You will over torque. Okay. Thank God I have this little swivel socket extension. I mean, because I'm able to angle like that and go in. But each time I need to remove it. There you go. Perfect. Here comes 15. There you go. I'm not gonna over torque it. So we're done here pretty much. So we'll be right back and we're gonna put the coils in. Okay, now we're gonna take our 4 ignition coils. It doesn't matter if you mix and match, they're the same thing, okay? All 4 coils are the same thing. So if you have a misfire, then you need to kind of pinpoint the one that's misfiring. And then you want to take your connectors, make sure they click. Make sure you hear that, okay? Because if you leave them loose, it will be a trouble. So that's that. Now I need to get my 4 bolts. These you don't have to torque them. They're only, it's probably gonna be like 3 foot-pounds if you do want to torque them. My wrench doesn't even go to 3 foot-pound. I would have to buy another torque wrench. And the one I had, I lended it and it never came back. That's the problem with lending. There you go. You don't want to go crazy. That's it. There you go. Okay, so we're pretty much done here. I want to throw all the boxes to the side here. I want to grab my tools. I like to save the plugs. I want to get rid of them. Okay, the last step is for us to put the freaking cover on, and then we're done. Bada bing, bada boom. That's how simple it was. Oh, I got it backward. That's the wrong way. Perfect. There you go. Thank you for watching. See you guys on the next video. You should start it up and there should be no noises, no nothing.